Okay. For once the I think it's the Wicked Ones game or whatever game is ending in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I might be filling in like that Wednesday evening slot, and I might be running Pathfinder 1E.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Well,
So
what
we'll
module you
see.
think you're doing, or what campaign?
There's one adventure path that I was hoping to try that I've run a bit before and I really liked it. It's called Iron Fang Invasion.
Ooh.
Version, you guys versus hobgoblins.
Pretty cool.
And a bunch of other shenanigans and all that stuff in there too, of course.
Yeah.
So
I've already taken my solemn monk vow of never playing Pathfinder or D&D again after the current campaigns wrap up.
really,
So
Yeah.
I'm mostly done with those systems at this point.
There's some in Wicked Ones, otherwise I'll put my name down for that once you start looking for people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're already available for the slot, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
What kind of thing are you gonna run?
or
There's one
Mark.
wizard. This one probably something different.
Mm-hmm.
But I've only ever played wizards or clerics in Pathfinder, so it'll be new.
I because of the fact that Pathfinder is bloated as fuck, I'm thinking about like limiting like a lot of it
Okay.
to like maybe a couple of the core books. So you get the core rule book and maybe the second like advanced player's guide thing, which has like the alchemist, witch, and oracle classes,
Mm-hmm.
and that's about it in terms of like all that stuff. I'm not going to stress like ultimate magic or ultimate whatever's, which adds so much things. We're just gonna go with the rest of it as is. So core races and core classes plus those classes. So because I know how bloated, that's like the biggest problem with Pathfinder. It is just a massive it's very flabby in that regard. It's just like too much
Right,
shit
it's
in
like
there.
looking back at 3.5 and all of its like massive library.
I guess is good for some people, but honestly, for me, it's like it's just way too much. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. So,
I
let me know
actually,
when we're back.
We are live.
I just got back.
Roger that.
Freaking Pathfinder.
Yeah, and I've actually yet to play second edition for it, and or at least fully. I played like a couple of rounds, couple of days. It reminds me of fourth edition D&D.
I think that's what they were kind of going for a bit.
Yeah, I kind of heard like the biggest issue some people I know had with it was that when it came to the hyper specialized roles or like the specialized social and exploration feats and the like, it felt like they were going a little too specific and it's a little too complicated. I think that's some complaints I've heard.
The complaints I keep hearing is that people keep doing the same like 3 actions every turn, and it becomes boring. At like 10 or up or whatnot. Low levels, it's really nice, but like when you get to the higher levels, you become so specialized, like you said. Like it's like turning into like, all right, well, you know my action's gonna roll here, shoot, move back, or slash or whatever it is. You know, like it's like it becomes very basic. It's like not a lot of tactical.
I was about to say it's less role play and more 30 go to 10. Like this works, repeat.
Yeah. Still, I would like to try it sometime. Like fully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be interesting to at least see in action at some point.
A lot of systems I actually want to get into.
Hey,
anyway, we should speaking of which,
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to be doing some healing to everybody. So Theta, incoming to you. Alright, that's a success, and it'll cost 1 less.
So Rudolph gets 10 HP back. Did I almost kill Rudolph or no?
Yeah, what's Rudolph at right now?
Got him down to 7. Damn it!
All right, that definitely means more healing coming your way.
I'm really feeling the love from you today, Rob. Really feeling the love.
To at least like inflict some damage to the party to make it a challenge.
Still got RPM.
Oh, all right, that's fine. Rudolph looks at Whirl and he says, "Hey, thanks. My arm's still a little numb though, but it'll probably shake out after a few hours."
I'm surprised it didn't just smash you in half.
It tried, but it failed.
So how are you looking after all of this? That was
Oh, you know, there's like blood all over.
24.
Yeah, there's like blood all over him. There, you know, it looks really rough. Like he has like a fresh new almost it looks like a black eye and like a fresh new scar on his forehead.
I'm sure you'll grow into it. How's he looking HP wise now?
He had 7 plus 8 plus 6. I'm gonna
8, 6, and 10, yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming like 22, 23. Let me know.
7 short of total.
Oh, 7 short. So he's at 40.
Okay. So you're looking a lot better then. That's good. Whirlwind will also go ahead and do a round for each of the remaining living dwarves as well, which is 2 of them? There's there's 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3.
All right. They you heal Dara up and the other dwarf up pretty well.
There we go. Just like new, I'm sure. Probably.
It's been a good fight. That's all I know.
I'll say I got to hit them really hard.
They're 2 dead brothers. They bury them. They say a prayer to them to return to the stone. And Carrick actually comes up to both of you. Well, not to both of you, but to the group.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Well, this area looks like it's cleaned out.
You don't see those wraiths often, do you?
Seen them before, actually. Whatever they were, as long as we can kill them, I don't care."
It didn't seem to be working with the darkspawn, that's for sure.
That's a very good point, Whirlin. They were attacking both us and the darkspawn alike.
The demons. I doubt demons are aligned with darkspawn.
Demons aligned with darkspawn? That's a scary thought.
Let's not dwell on that.
Let's hope it never happens.
He says, "Well, all I know is it looks like there's something here that those wraiths, whatever you call them, are probably carrying. So maybe we should search the area down south or up
I
north
agree.
here."
It seemed like they came from this direction, so let's see.
You notice when you actually walk up like the hill incline here, it looks like the darkspawn have a makeshift in this chamber.
Oh.
In the camp, you see what looks like skin tents. You don't know if they're made out of like human skin or not, but like they're like a little bit ratty and moldy. You see a fire pit that actually has a spit roast on top of it, but there's no food on the roast yet. And you see what looks like rocks that are just like positioned to be, I guess, places to sit around the fire.
Huh.
And if you want to roll another perception search, you can go ahead.
7. Whirlin searches around and doesn't find anything.
Oh, thank God. Marius. I'm assuming you're like, are you rummaging through the camp at all?
Yeah.
You do find something.
Sorry. I was going to say I was going to assist with the search, but okay.
I mean, go ahead if you want.
Yeah, sure, why not? Make sure we don't miss anything. Yes.
Find something. In the what looks like a makeshift like satchel. You're able to discover what looks like a bunch of very odd-looking mushrooms. They do not look like deep mushrooms, although they are like similarly shaped like them. They look slightly bigger and more reddish purple in color.
Does anyone know about mushrooms?
That would be a nature lore cunning roll.
Anybody?
I know about them. I definitely don't.
Mushrooms grow in the ground.
Well, Werlin, you actually know that these basically look like they're mutated deep mushrooms.
Do I learn anything extra with my roll?
And what do we know about deep mushrooms?
Well, the deep mushrooms are they're actually a Orzammar delicacy. They're usually also used in poisons for those who know how to use them properly.
Oh.
But they're often a supplement for cooking. For the dwarven cultures, so they actually have deep mushroom farms.
So these might not be entirely on the level.
Rodin, these mushrooms, if you didn't know any better, look like they're tainted.
Don't take any of those mushrooms. Look.
As Marius is the.
Yeah, I turn around looking at Rodin just so I'm about to take a bite. What?
Don't. Don't. In the back of my head, why'd I say that?
Little nibble though? No.
No.
Just
okay.
No. Look closely here and here. That means these are tainted. Do you want to be rotted out from the inside out by that? I don't think so.
Well, maybe if it tasted really good.
Werlin, that's exactly how poisonous plants work in nature. They smell sweet, and then the next thing you know, you're barfing your guts out.
Rudolph actually looks at him like, "How do you know they're tainted?"
And I pointed out, like I show him they're on the roots. See right here. These sort of black veins rising up. They're kind of difficult to tell, but generally speaking, those veins usually indicate something that's been affected by the darkspawn taint.
Well, that's not good at all, is it?
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the pack, or is it just the mushrooms? The answer is just the mushrooms.
I guess they really didn't have anything at all, huh?
Then why they have these? Are they going to cook them and eat them? That's not what darkspawn do.
Most likely.
That's not what darkspawn do. They usually eat people.
Well, I mean, you just throw a couple mushrooms with the meat, right? Oh gosh, that sounds terrible now that I think about it.
They could be using to try and taint people.
That's even scarier.
Capture them, bring them back, and
things.
feed them this? Jeez.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Maybe. Yeah.
Real quick, Mosca, did you get my private message from before? Just making sure. So you do have that in your possession at the moment.
I'll put the tainted mushrooms in my bag.
Okay. You have like a handful of them, so there's like 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just go burn those in the fire over there.
I'm going to study them and use them later, maybe.
Use them?
We don't know when we need to poison someone. It'd be useful.
Last time, hey, what if we just brought some poison weapons back to the surface and just caused a darkspawn panic?
No.
Said the general to any zombie apocalypse movie ever.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, let's weaponize the zombies. That always works out.
I got a new idea for a corporation. I'm gonna call it Parasol. Not copyright infringing on anyone at all.
Parasol.
No, not at all.
We're
not at all.
secretly evil.
See, people know what they're getting up front then if you tell them you're evil. Alright, well, whatever suspicious thing Marius is doing with the mushrooms, we've investigated the camp, found they basically are poor as hell, and that there's a single passage over here.
So, I got a question.
Stop.
Why the fuck does Umbrella exist?
Because they're dumb, and so is everyone else in that universe.
Generally speaking, it seems to be it seems to be more of a Japanese storytelling trope more than anything else. A secret organization or a secret corporation that's secretly evil and doing stuff. You see it a lot in like tokusatsu shows and like it just seems to be a quick shorthand for them. But
you do that in America all the time too. Anyway, the logic of it always bothered me. Anyway,
just imagine Wesker is behind everything. Him and his sunglasses.
But he's dead.
He's still behind everything.
He's been. Oh my god! Are we like implying that like Wesker's like the Jigsaw killer in that he died, but he had multiple apprentices and
sure, why not? He just like splits via osmosis, and now there's two of them, and they high five.
Total global saturation.
He's dead.
Insufferable 90s dudes high fiving each other, thinking they're so cool and edgy. Constant.
Killed him in that stupid fucking game. I hated that game, and I killed him.
Wait! You trying to tell me you didn't like that Chris Redfield just punched a boulder?
That was the best moment.
That was pretty funny. Anyway, so
spooky passageway.
Rudolph says, "I guess we're going this way."
Seems so. It's the only place we. Well, I I guess maybe there's more stuff here.
All right.
Right?
Maybe I should lead.
Maybe.
Rudolph?
You basically come to this area.
Hey, look, everybody. We circled around.
Surprisingly, if you did go this way, you could have caught them by surprise, but it would have been interesting.
Caught them by surprise, but with 8 fewer dwarves?
Yes. Although, to be fair, the rock wraiths would probably still show up.
Oh, yeah.
Rudolph says, well, looks like we got this area clear. If we go further south, I guess we could hit another spot, but this is where we were supposed to patrol.
Yeah, and if I take a look at the map, I think we've kind of cleared out this small little area. It's kind of a big circle here.
We got lucky it's a big circle. Usually these roadways are actually blocked off completely to the point where we need to excavate. And it looks like we're going to have to do that anyway for the 2 collapses. Then we could also, clean up those tunnels.
Yeah. That's going to be a lot of work ahead, I'm sure.
We might also need to keep an eye out for a control rod, just in case.
Thought. Hey, Odin, wasn't there something we were supposed to be doing down here? Yeah, it's been such a long journey and so much has happened, I've almost forgotten. I'm sure it wasn't important.
Rudolph, if I recall, we were here to clear a path and try to get further into the Tig, if I recall, right?
Well, that's what this way is. He kind of points to this direction.
Yeah.
And Carrick says, we're probably going to be heading back to Bawadur. I wish you luck on this journey here. Be safe, and thank you for the good fight.
Carry on.
Best of luck.
As Carrick goes to leave, I'm going to ask him if he knows about the Anvil Breaker at all.
Did you just ask about Anvil Breaker?
Yeah, to Carrick. The Dead Legion dwarf.
You just like out loud.
No, just as he's leaving, just quietly to him, so Rudolph doesn't hear.
Carrick, I mean, if you're whispering to him, hey, what do you know about this? He says, I've never heard of that in my life, kid. If you're looking for some relics, maybe you should ask your friend over there. And he points to Rudolph.
Sure.
Telepathically.
I'll let him go.
Okay.
You might have to actually engage in conversation, Marius. You can't just stare at him.
The dwarves leave. And by the way, for saving at least 3 of them and keeping them alive, I am giving you extra XP for this entire session. So good job.
Great job.
You're getting a lot of XP for this session, so I hope you enjoy it. But Rudolph says, I guess we can either continue on or we can head back, because this was the area we were supposed to cover. I leave the choice up to you all. If you think we can do more, make our house look good, but
I think we started. We got less than 50 kills, so let's keep going.
Are you keeping track?
Yeah.
I don't know how you could.
We've got about 32 so far.
Oh, wow. That's that's a lot. But yeah, let's keep going. I mean, as long as we have magic between you and me, Marius, we can keep all of us fresh. It doesn't take much more than a little bit of a break, and we're ready to go again.
And what exactly is going to happen when we come across more darkspawn and we have no legionnaires to assist us? We'll be crushed to paste.
If we come across a big party, we can run back.
Yeah, running away sounds good, actually.
let's at least see if we can connect a little further, and we'll mark it in on our maps and our things here.
Yeah.
So I need you now to do a navigation check.
Oh boy, what skill is that?
I'm pretty sure it's cunning.
I have almost no cunning. I get 6. I'm lost. I'll
Let
be
me
right back.
double check it.
That's my navigation.
Yep, navigation. Rodin is the only one that seems to have his bearings. You have like a piece of chalk out and you're like marking areas and things on the maps and around the areas. And you say to them, okay, so if we go down this way for at least an hour, we should be hitting hopefully another section of the deep roads if there's nothing collapsed. So Rodin, you're going to make sure that the party does not get lost in the deep roads.
Yep, like you said, I got chalk. I'm marking various corners, and I'm making marks on a vellum map.
I would suggest everybody make a copy of their token.
Take what?
Make a copy of your token.
Can't quite, but that's fine. I know what I need to do.
You can't make a copy?
Nope, generally don't have that kind of permission, but I can do that, and everything's good. You can just, highlight all of us at once and copy and paste. Because you have that power.
Okay. Give me a second. And you'll have the same exact stats and everything on the new map you're going to, because you are going to a new map.
But yeah, I've updated my sheet just in case. Let's see. Do I even have any potions left is what I want to know. Nah, I've checked all my mana potions. Health potions are gone. The rock salve's gone.
What's your mana at?
Currently 28.
I got 2 Lyrium potions if you want one.
I
have 2.
That should be fine.
I have 2 healing potions on me as well, and I think I still have 1 mana potion.
Yeah.
I think I do, yeah.
So, I guess in terms of resting, we're walking, not resting, unless this takes more than a day.
You walk for what seems like an hour to an hour and a half.
Okay.
Fortunately, like there are a couple of smaller caves you have to navigate through, but no encounters. Like no creatures, thankfully. You did see a couple of deep stalkers and a few nugs here and there, but nothing insane. You did one crazy thing you saw was a spider eating a nug from its nest in a cave area that you avoided.
Nature
And
sure is beautiful.
you eventually get to like this deeper chasm that slowly opens up, but like you hear the dripping of water and like this acrid, like dank smell of what feels like rot almost like hits your nostrils as you go closer.
Ah.
Ruff says, "We're still on track to where the main roads are, but this is a weird cave, this area here."
Well, I guess if that smells between us and the main road, well, I guess we ought to
We're not
clear it out of the way.
We're not technically on the deep roads anymore, or are we still?
You are.
I mean, more so the cave. Is it still like part of the
Oh yeah,
byway?
and even with
sort of?
the caves you were in, they were all technically part of the deep roads.
Okay.
This is an area. This is like a large cave where you're like near a cave in, similar to what you've been doing.
Yeah.
But but you're walking into this cave. It's been like 10 minutes since you've been to the roads, and all of a sudden you are like in this larger cavern area. Do you have the lights on?
Yes, I presume we probably need the light on.
I do. I remember I did get those oil lanterns for us.
Yeah, so you got an oil lantern, I got a wisp. How annoying can I be with the wisp? Can I just like bat it over at Marius's face?
No.
Oh.
Get into this very large, very open chamber, and you're surprised because like open caves and things like this are very rare, as you've seen. Most of it's been tighter quarters. And you notice growing out of the ground are large purple reddish mushrooms.
Oh wow, I didn't know they could grow this big.
They can't. Never seen that before. The hell is it?
I guess maybe some kind of weird magic is going on here. Whirlin will take a peek. 15 with stun points.
They look, yeah, if you can use them if you want. They look like the mushrooms that you saw in the darkspawn bag, only much bigger.
Check for veins.
And they are definitely tainted, correct?
Oh yes.
Do they look alive or sort of dead but alive?
They look like mushrooms. They're like just sitting there.
Yeah.
You can't really tell if they're alive or not. And +3 for initiative. Okay.
Yeah, this is creepy. That's for sure.
I've never seen anything like this.
Do you think darkspawn are actually mushrooms?
Whirlin, that's ridiculous.
What?
Well, sure. I mean, if the mushrooms are tainted, then these are darkspawn.
Trust me on this, Whirlin, they are not mushrooms.
Well, you believe what you want to believe. I know the truth.
I mean, I have heard of places. There's a place in Tevinter that's been tainted by the darkspawn, like First Flight. So it could have been what's happening here. Like the whole ground has been tainted.
Get back to me when you've actually seen the focus of the blight.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that this entire area is blighted completely?
Possibly.
Shit. Maybe we should keep looking.
I guess let's poke the hornet's nest here. So the cavern continues onwards. I guess this direction. See what's over here.
Which direction?
I moved over in here. So I'm looking in this direction because I think there's more cavern here.
Oh, yes, there is. In fact, so you have what looks like a fork in the road and a third area over this way.
Ooh. Oh, a lot of things. A lot of choices. What are we going to choose?
Rudolph says, I'll follow what you think. I'm already worried about what we're running into here.
I think it might be best if we take the leftmost path and keep track of our branches, and then go from there.
So
okay.
Can I tell if the smell of blight is coming from a certain direction, or is it just all around us?
Roll a perception smelling. It feels like it's around you, but it definitely feels more potent going into these like deeper caverns over here.
Yeah.
I guess we're avoiding it for the moment.
Should be careful.
Be on guard, be careful. There's going to be a fight soon, probably.
So, which way are you going? In here?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, off we go.
As you go deeper into the cave,
Wall.
Please position yourselves correctly, because you're going to get into a fight in a short seconds. But you knew this.
Yep.
Surprise! Surprise! It's an ice cream monster. He gives us ice cream and then leaves.
Wow, what a nice monster!
No. Instead, though, you do find what looks like. Do me a favor, roll a d6. Let's see what you find, because I got like 6 potential things it could be.
5.
Oh, that's the boring one. Okay.
Yay, more.
There's more darkspawn.
Our roll as boring as possible. We'll have 0 content.
Do it for the content.
Yeah.
You see. Three Hurlocks. Well, what's interesting about these Hurlocks is you notice they have like almost like makeshift backpacks on their back, and they are filled with mushrooms. And they're coming out of this cave area here. And, you know, you basically run into them, and they spot you and shriek. And yell, back. And...
The destroyers have found us! Subtitles.
Oh no, it is Godzilla!
Run! It is Godzilla!
And Gamera is friend of children.
Gamera.
I've only seen that one. Anyway, roll initiative, please.
All right.
You got like a box set of Gamera movies somewhere now. Thanks, Rob.
You're welcome. The Verlocks have a 13. Whirlin 16. Do you have control of Rudolph Sheet still there, Theta? I see your finger up. I don't know if that means hold on a second or not. I'm assuming yes. Now he's doing like the mind shit at me. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Looks like it's going to be Whirlin first,
Yeah, fast boy.
followed by the Hurlocks. So go ahead. What are you going to do?
I'm going to bank on the idea that maybe I'll pull off a stunt with my arcane lance. Let's do that first. So I'm going to shoot the one in the lead. Didn't get the stunt. Unfortunate, but that's probably hit.
You do hit.
6 points.
Yeah, just the shock of seeing it. You just shoot off an arcane lance out of nowhere, and you do strike it in the chest.
And then I will move up.
All right, the Hurlocks go. Let's see. The two in the back have short bows. The one in the front has a longsword. Longsword goes after you, Whirlin.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a hit.
Yep, it will
15.
be.
9 damage. Two short bows. They see Rudolph, and they're both taking pot shots at him. 10 and 14. I think the 14 gets through. If so, 10 damage.
And that'll be heavily reduced thanks to armor.
Yes, to Rudolph. So they start like saying something in a language you do not understand because none of you can speak darkspawn.
Mm-hmm.
And Rudolph, your turn. That's a hit. That's a lot. Which one did you hit? Sword or bow? Bow. Okay. Okay. Rodin.
Let's see. What can I do? What can I do to just throw a monkey wrench into your stuff?
To be fair, you already done that twice this session.
It's what I do. I'll just arcane lance the Hurlock in front of Whirlin.
Okay. That's a big hit.
Yo.
Yeah.
And you could follow up with the spell now.
I can. Let me just double check this. Yeah, I'm going to Mighty Blow and then use the 3 sun points to combo that into a spell cast.
And the spell is?
Let me resolve the damage on the lance first.
Sure.
Ooh. And
right. Nice hit.
Ooh.
Very nice hit.
16, and then I'm going to chain into a cast of Daze on the Hurlock closer to Rudolph. The one below the one I just hit.
Yeah, so this guy.
That's a hit.
Willpower versus spell power.
Yep.
Literally near max.
Okay. That's it can still move, but it takes a -1 penalty on all ability tests until the beginning of my next turn.
All right.
Pretty cool.
So a -1 to saves going forward. I tried. Also, yay! First time days failed.
It only took 3 out of. Gosh, what is the percentage of that? I gotta figure that out now. I'm doing math.
It took a while.
Yeah, it did. It's about time it failed.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah. I just had to take a critical success.
fuck. I'm yawning again. I'm struggling to stay awake. I hope all of you watching are helping me. Marius, go ahead.
Arcane Lance, one in front of Whirling.
Go ahead. That's a hit. That's some damage. They're all still standing, but they definitely look like they're taking a hit now. Werlin, you're up. 1.8% chance. That's sad.
Oh yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. All right, I am actually going to go ahead and cast Flame Blast, and I will get the 2 directly in front of me because I believe a 2-yard cone means that it does not go anywhere on the scale, so it's a line.
Yeah.
Flame Blast. I click the button.
I made it 2 yards per square just to keep it simple. So.
All right, there we go. Button actually worked. Spell goes off. They have to beat 13.
Dex, right?
Pretty sure yes. Ignore the second one because that took a bit to go through.
The one in front of you misses. The one in the back does succeed. But with that -1.
Oh,
yeah.
He might actually fail then, huh?
Yeah, no, he fails. Never mind.
Even when I failed days, it still works.
All right, so we're doing Flame Blast damage. They will both get 7.
They felt that. And they're also on fire.
4. Excellent. So there we go. Unleash a burst of flame.
Okay. The one in front of you, Whirlin, stabs you. 21. 12
That'll
damage.
do it.
The other one drops its bow and takes out its sword and will attempt to stab Rudolph. 19 with 5 stunts. It's going to knock you prone and penetrate armor for 15. Third one still has a bow. It takes a shot at Rodin. Rodin, 6. It misses.
No.
So it reloads and shoots. All right, Rudolph stands up. And basically he's probably going to lob its head off. Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah, you kill him. He knocks you down. You seem so proud of it. But then you just stand up, spit on the floor, and, like, literally use your maul to crush his skull in. He's done. Rodin.
Oh yeah, we're back to me. Let's see. What to do. Arcane Lance, another Hurlock, I guess.
Go for it. Which one?
The one I already hit before, the one on Whirlin.
All right. That's a hit.
I'll fucking do it again. I'll chain that into another spell, into an additional spell cast, but first damage.
All right, you strike him.
Yep, hit him, and I'm chaining to another cast of Daze on the Hurlock on the left.
Go for it.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Nailed it.
Okay.
That's my
Marius.
turn.
Okay, Lance, one run in front of me.
Right?
I'll just do Mighty Blow.
Go for it.
13 damage.
He looks like he's all these like bolts of magic that have been hitting him. You just see black and blue bruises all across his body. He looks like he's barely standing. Whirlin.
All right. I'm just gonna wallop the guy directly in front of me with my mace. So wallop, 16 to hit,
That's a hit.
and 5 damage.
Wow.
Yup.
Your blow seems to like just glance off his armor.
Yeah, that's minimum rolling for you.
So he sees how this is going, and he actually is gonna get the fuck out of there. He just shrieks, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He's like getting out of there. You notice he also dropped his pack of mushrooms. This guy can't move.
Oh, he's
Rudolph.
stuck.
Go ahead.
And then charge.
Go for it.
Kill him.
Go for the damage.
Do it.
Hit. Yeah, you just charge him. You almost headbutt him in the face, but then you take your but with your great maul, you smash it down onto his foot, and then you use the maul to literally knock his leg out of his sockets, and he basically like just screams in agony and dies.
Oof.
Rodin.
What to do? What to do? What to do?
Take him captive. No.
I don't think any of us here speak darkspawn.
I
No.
don't think so.
Pretty sure that's not a language you could even take. So too bad, so sad. I'm going to lance the Hurlock I hit with my daze.
Yep.
Does it hit?
13 with the days on. Yes.
Nice. That's 11 damage.
Okay, Marius.
Bam.
Lance,
Go for it. Hit. 13 damage. All right. Whirlin.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my lance at him.
3 lances.
Yeah.
That is not a hit.
Oh, really? It's not. What about with aim? Sorry.
You should have said aim.
Probably should have said it, but what else am I doing here?
Sorry.
Well, and then I'll go ahead and I'll just block off this direction for him.
All right. Well, the Hurlock can actually act, but his way of escape has disappeared. So he retreats back this way. Rudolph.
Yeah, I don't think our stubby dwarf is going to be able to catch up there.
Yeah, he'll be able to. Barely, but yes.
Give him the wallop.
That's a hit. That's some damage. He's still standing, but he's definitely severely wounded. Rodin.
Okay,
Finish
I'm
him.
I'm going to move up, kind of up toward that other darkspawn is, and once again lance the other darkspawn that's on Rudolph, or the one that Rudolph is on, should I say, since they're running. Yes,
that's a hit.
6 damage.
Still barely standing. One more might do it. Marius. Hit. Yeah, that's just enough. You were able to kill him. So like just more of these magical bolts of energy just like strike his body, and he finally just collapses in pain and agony.
Yeah, we did it.
So you actually get like on them you find a bunch of short bows and three long swords. And all three of them were carrying what looked like baskets or backpacks filled with those mushrooms.
World's probably going to take a basket, just dump the mushrooms out, put all his loot he's been collecting in it, and just wear it.
You take a basket and you put it on your shoulders?
Yeah, basically. Gotta haul all this stuff around somehow.
Rudolph points out, why are they collecting all these mushrooms? What's the point of this?
That is a very good question.
I guess they're hungry.
Go check it out. Yeah. No, I don't think.
Maybe they're feeding something really big.
Orlin, do you want to just have us all to have nightmares when this is over?
I thought we already had them.
I mean, more nightmares.
We weren't at maximum already.
Do you want to explore this area over here?
Where we'll take a short moment to try to heal himself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks like that's the direction we're going to go first. What is in this weird direction?
In this area,
considering that both the two Hurlocks we were after did go off in different directions, it does imply that something is going on. So either way, we're bound to find something.
Mm-hmm.
You notice in this area is a dead end, but it is a dead end with very soft, fertile soil. And lots of these mushrooms in this place. Some of them are as big as the cavern.
Ooh. So they're really growing here. Are they legitimately farming this then? Merlin's just going to do a perception to see what's going on here, and doesn't realize anything, I suppose.
We have no way of knowing for sure, says Rudolph. But this is definitely something that needs to go into a report.
I agree. I was gonna joke earlier that, oh yeah, you know, the coins these darkspawn must have for their darkspawn economy, and well, here they are farming. Maybe they do have one.
Darkspawn do not have an economy, Whirlin.
Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a full trade economy. It could just be, you know, managing resources like this.
Please stop trying to treat them like people.
I mean, they're violent and horrible, but that doesn't mean they're dumb.
Yeah, they're just mutated people, tainted, so they're still people.
Terrifying, horrible, evil, cannibalistic people.
They're still people.
I mean, they're so cannibalistic. Have you seen what ogres do to their own kind?
Rodin is seriously considering just shooting both these guys in the back and just leaving with the bullshit that you just said about Darkspawn.
implying Orlin knows anything. It isn't just making stuff up as he goes. Well, I think I've seen all I need of that cave. I say, having rolled 6.
You're like right on the threshold of like being a himbo, I swear, Orlin.
Does anybody else want to roll?
I will. I'll roll perception.
These are definitely being cultivated here. You don't know necessarily if they're actually farming it or if this is like a natural growth, which is the problem.
Yeah, I relay that.
Nature roll, actually, if you want to try and find out more information.
I don't have. I have nature, so.
Marius, is that the nature roll?
Yeah, I think is nature cunning or
yes.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Are you using those stun points?
Sure. I'll just do speedy search.
Well, with the speedy search, you're like, you're sifting through like the thing. As you move dirt and stuff all over the place, you notice that the roots of the mushrooms do go deep and are really like going into like this area. It looks like it's actually been, moisturized by the naturalness of the caves, because you do hear like dripping water and stuff as well, like from the top. But you also notice that the mushrooms, like there is a little bit of like pulsing where the veins are that Rodin has pointed out previously. You don't know exactly what that means.
I'm gonna poke one of the veins with a knife, sharp object.